Hi, my name is Bill Hewson. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of IntegraMed Fertility. We are so excited to have finally arrived at this day, the day when we formalize our partnership between Share Institutes of Reproductive Medicine and IntegraMed Fertility. I've had the great pleasure of spending time over the last several months with Dr. Share, Ghanima Masarani, Joe Macrillo, and so many others. And we're so impressed with your organization, with everything you stand for the incredibly important work that you do on behalf of your patients. So thank you and welcome. We are very, very pleased to have arrived at today and to finally formalize our partnership. I'd like to introduce you to the members of Team Renaissance, the leadership team of IntegraMed Fertility. First, Shannon Delage, our Chief Marketing Officer. Paul Dorsa, our Chief Development Officer. Sean Francis, our Chief People Officer. Larry Friedman, our Chief Operating Officer. Jeff Futterman, our Chief Information Officer. Of course, myself. John Kearns, our Vice President for Finance. Greg Grodke, our General Counsel. And Pam Schuman, the President of Financial Services. Most of these people will actually be present at the gala celebration in Las Vegas this coming weekend. And so I hope you'll have a chance to meet most, if not all of them. I'd like to spend a few minutes talking to you about who we are. We think that the most important element of who we are is our beliefs. Because our beliefs, our purpose, our vision, and our values, in turn, drive and determine what are our behaviors. How do we actually act? What do we do each and every day? And that, our behaviors, in turn, results in our outcomes. What do we all see and experience from ourselves, and how do our patients experience us? We start with our purpose. Why is it that we're all here working together at Share Institute of Reproductive Medicine and IntegraMed? We think it's fulfilling dreams of family, and having spoken with many of you, I know that you feel it's the same, which is terrific because we start from the same foundation, the same core set of beliefs here, that all of us, no matter what our specific job, no matter what it is that our task is that we need to get done each and every day, all of us are about fulfilling dreams of family for our patients. Our vision, what it is that we're trying to get done together, is to become the global leader in fertility through excellence in patient care, team, and performance. Global, because it's a big world out there. There are people everywhere across this world who struggle with fertility and who need our help in achieving their dream of family. Leader, because as my mom told me so many times when I was growing up, if it's not worth doing well, it's not worth doing at all. So we want to be the best at what we do. We want to be the leader in fertility. Fertility because we are very specifically focused just on fertility. That's who we are. That's what we do. Excellence in first, patient care. As I said a moment ago, the foundation of what we do. And for us, patient care has two quite distinct elements. First, it's pregnancy success rates. Do our patients actually take home a healthy baby after their work with us? But equally importantly, what is the experience that the patients have during their own personal journey? As we all know, it's often a difficult journey that our patients are on, and it's our responsibility to make that as easy a journey as it can possibly be. Team, again, has two quite distinct elements. First, it's the quality of the people, their experience, their talent, their energy, the expertise that they bring to their jobs. But just as important, it's how our teams work together. Great teams always outperform individuals, no matter how talented those individuals may be. And so how our people work together is also essentially important. And finally, performance. This is a reference to all of the systems and processes and tools that our teams need in order to provide outstanding patient care. And thirdly, our values. Our shared values were developed by a broad swath of people from all of our partner practices as well as the home office who all came together back this past December at a meeting called One Vision, One Mission to jointly select our shared values. And we know that the Scher Institute of Reproductive Medicine, you have your own values that you've developed together as well. We love those values. In many ways, they're very consistent with what we developed at IntegraMed. And so you should be keeping those values, perhaps looking at them again and thinking about them and evaluating them. But your values are your values. These are the values that we use to guide our behavior across the network and in the interactions between our home office and the practices across America. Patient focus, accountability, teamwork, innovation, excellence, partnership, integrity. These are the things that we stand for. What do we do at IntegraMed? You may not be so familiar with who we are and what we do. We're very similar in a lot of ways to Inova Management. We have partner practices. We don't have an ownership interest in them, but we have long-term management agreements with them. We have 15 of those across America. These 15 practices receive comprehensive management services from our home office here in Purchase, New York. These 15 practices together account for over 15% of all the cycles in America today. We also have 26 affiliate practices. For these practices, we provide marketing services and we provide access to our financial programs, which help our patients afford the services that they seek from us. These partner practices are led and guided by 3 regional presidents. We have Sherry Raymer, who supports the practices in the eastern part of the United States, Mark Siegel, who supports our practices in the center of the United States, and Lisa Daw, who supports our practices in the western United States. And now, we're so pleased and proud that Ghanima Masarani will be the 4th of our regional presidents, continuing to support and lead the 6 practices which make up the Scher Institute of Reproductive Medicine network of practices. You may be asking yourself, what is this relationship, this new partnership between SIRM and IntegraMed mean for me? Well, as of today, we're all one family, hopefully a happy family. We hope, most importantly, this is going to be more opportunities for personal and professional development and growth. We have tremendous resources. We have over 2,000 people across our practices across America. We have opportunities to learn and grow and develop, change geographies if that's of personal interest or need for you. And we hope that you'll enjoy being part of this larger grouping of practices and services across America. In terms of logistics, we think that almost nothing should change here. You should, I hope, continue to see your paycheck in the right amount distributed directly into your bank account via electronic transfer. The first time when that will happen, hopefully, correctly, is May the 16th. Please do let us know if we don't get that quite right the first time around. You'll also be able to take advantage of the IntegraMed benefits, both our health benefits as well as our 401k program benefits. It's my understanding, based on the analysis we've done, that you should see at least equal benefits and hopefully a better package of benefits at lower cost with these new health and retirement benefits programs. Lastly, on the logistical front, please do continue to work directly with your supervisor as well as with Sabrina and Joe as issues may arise. And they'll be coordinating very closely with their colleagues here in the Purchase Home Office to meet any needs that you may have. What comes next? We need to map that out together in a very collaborative fashion. The biggest change that we'll see relates to our information systems application suite. So we have a complete suite of applications that we'll be taking advantage of at the Scher Institute of Reproductive Medicine practices, and we'll be working to integrate those into what you do in your daily work over the course of the next several months. What does all this mean for patients? You know, we already share the very same purpose, fulfilling dreams of family for our patients. And so from that perspective, really nothing should change. We're all here trying to help our patients achieve their dreams of family, and you do a terrific job of that already. We'll all continue to do a terrific job of that. But we think there are some opportunities here as well to enhance patient care over time. First, you'll be part of a larger network and a larger family, which creates more opportunities for collaboration. 3 members of the Scheer Institutes for Reproductive Medicine team attended our Council of Physicians and Scientists meeting just this last week in Dallas, Texas. I think they'll report back to you that it was a robust and intense conversation around emerging topics in clinical care, and everybody took some lessons home for how they could improve the quality of care for their patients. There's a physician's council, there's a lab director's council. We look forward to active participation in these councils by members of the Scheer Practice Network. And over time, we hope to bring increased resources and data to bear to clinical decisions as well. So ArtWorks, which is our electronic health record system, we hope to be implementing in your practices over the course of the next several months. Vision, or you'll sometimes hear it called MISIS, which is our practice management system for patient scheduling and revenue cycle management purposes. MicroStrategy, which is a comprehensive set of dashboards to help us have visibility into clinical, operational, and financial performance. And last but certainly not least, our Attain family of financial products to help our patients be able to afford the essential services that they get from the Scheer Institute of Reproductive Medicine practices. As we think about this new relationship, I'd like to encourage you to think about this acronym, PORC. What do I mean by this? Every new relationship, no matter what sort of relationship it may be, comes with it challenges and change and opportunities for growth. And we're all trying to do the very best that we can as we build this new partnership together. I'd like to ask that you be proactive. So if you see things that aren't going quite the way they ought to, or opportunities for improvement, please don't keep it to yourself. Be proactive in communicating to your supervisor, to Joe, to Ganima, to Dr. Scheer, to myself. What could we be doing better? What have we missed that we need to be thinking about and taking care of? Open-minded. I believe that there's a lot that IntegraMed in our practices can learn from the Scheer Institutes of Reproductive Medicine. There may also be 1 or 2 things that Scheer Institutes for Reproductive Medicine could learn from IntegraMed's experience or that of the IntegraMed network of practices. I'd like to ask that we all try to be open-minded about different ways of looking at things, different ways of doing things, different tools and resources. How can we all be the very best at what we do, going back to that shared value of excellence? Thirdly, resilient. The fact of the matter is we're going to make some mistakes, we're going to get some things wrong, and we're all going to have to work through that together. We have to be resilient or persistent in working through the challenges, learning new things, learning new systems, getting up to speed, and dealing with the inevitable mistakes that will happen. And lastly, kind, recognizing that when we make mistakes, which are inevitable, we're all human, we're all trying to do our best, and if we're kind to each other and assume that each other is doing the very best we can do, that will really help the process and make it more fun and comfortable for all of us. So as we go through this integration together, let's all try to keep in mind this acronym, PORC, in everything that we do. And so thank you. It's wonderful to have you as part of the family. And I know that you at the Scheer Institutes of Reproductive Medicine have a very active open door policy and lots of wonderful communication. I would like to encourage you to feel equally comfortable in communicating with myself and the members of our team here in the home office. This is my personal contact information, including my mobile phone number. Please don't hesitate to use it. I'm here for you. Thank you and welcome.